very good evening. Boom, boom, there's my heart going out to you. Now, we have got a one-day special, and guess what? It's a worldwide launch, and it's on immediate dispatch. I've been seeing your comments on Facebook. You're already to go for this, so I do need to give you the details before I introduce you to our marvellous guest, because I know people want to scramble for this already. Immediate dispatch on your Heartfelt Creations collection that we've got here. It's brand new today, and as I've just said, it's a worldwide launch. Right, details on your screen. If you've not seen this before, 375249, that's your item number. You can buy this on 2 payments. It's interest-free, no credit cards or credit checks or anything like that. Just $44.97 today, plus your P&P unless you're a Freedom member, no P&P to pay on that. And then another payment in a month's time, and you'll get this whole gorgeous collection sent out to you on direct dispatch. It's so exciting, and I'm really excited because we've just heard a little squeal from the side there. It's our lovely Nikki, everybody.
I'm excited because it's actually here in the UK.
I know. And we are really excited to have you here, Nikki.
Just couldn't stop being excited. It doesn't take a lot to get me excited.
Okay, I'm moving on from that one. Right. I was going to say we've heard, but you know I love working with you, Nikki, because you're so passionate about Heartfelt Creations, aren't you?
I am.
And this is a great collection. It's something like I've not seen before, because what we've got here are banners that you can add your own sentiments to.
Yes, and they're all different. So we've got roses, we've got the peony, we've got clematis, we've got the sunflower there, and there's so many different ways and different combinations that we can actually use them.
Yes,
and we can use them in so many other collections that we've got as well.
Yeah, we certainly can. You can handwrite. Handwrite, is that good English? Yeah, you could handwrite your very own sentiments if you want to. Maybe someone's name, for example. It doesn't have to be a sentiment, because what you can do with these, you can stamp them out, then you can cut them out, because you have the corresponding dies as well. And that means, you know, if you've got any jars of jam that you're making, any pickles, or maybe to go around a candle as a Christmas gift, I think that would be a really nice idea, Nikki, don't you?
Definitely. Yeah, I like that idea.
It's a good idea, isn't it? So you've got your stamps that correspond to the dies, so no fussy cutting required, and then that's going to give you such beautiful elements to decorate. Now 10% of the stock, Nikki's gone already.
It's already gone. I knew this was going to be popular. As I say, I work on my collections a few months in advance to everyone else, and I have just been waiting for this one, because this is one of those collections that I know I'm going to use time and time again.
Yeah.
Keep bringing them out, and there's as I say, there are different ways of putting the banners together.
Yeah, there is. And what's really nice about this as well, you do get the paper pack included. So there are certain elements, we will go through the paper pad with Nikki, but there are certain elements in the paper pad that you can use for card toppers. There's certain elements like pages that you can actually stamp onto and cut out as well.
There are,
I'll let you go through the paper pad, but it is absolutely gorgeous. But I do need to tell people, if you want another paper pad in your collection, the details are at the bottom of the screen. The great thing is, when you go for another paper pad, you can relax a little bit when you get your collection home, because you can start eating, don't eat it, but you can start eating your way through it in a craft sense, knowing that you've got another paper pad there ready to go. And indeed, as Nikki has told us time and time again, some people buy the paper pads and just stroke them and keep them and not use them and look at them, and collect them. So you can add another one for £17.99, which means on a flexi buy, it's only £8 today and £8 in a month's time. It's on direct dispatch, immediate dispatch. It's right here waiting for you, ready to go, and 10% of the stock already flown out the door. £89.93. You can give us a call on 0330 175 5552, or of course you can use the website. It's a worldwide launch. That means that it is available nowhere else but here today, right here, right now. So it's absolutely fantastic to have your company. We've got lots of demonstrations coming up, and we're going to take you through the paper pad. But before I do that, I do need to tell you about another option that you've got available to you. It is your Essentials collection, and that includes your paper pad, And with this collection, you can, of course, add anything else to it. And it comes to you with your elegant rose banner, which is beautiful. And then you've got, of course, the die to cut it out. So you've got your die and your stamp for the elegant rose, and that will cut that out beautifully. And you've got your paper pad, saving £5 on that deal, £46.97. Is there a flexi on that? There's a flexi on that. So if you do want to go for the essentials, think about Christmas gifts. You could divide the cost in your Christmas shopping. So your flexi buy on that will be £23.48 today, and another payment in a month's time. We'll wait for your money, but you don't have to wait for your goodies. We're going to send them out on direct dispatch. I'm so excited about this. I really, really am. Let's take a look at the paper pad with our Nikki, because this is absolutely
Isn't it
fabulous.
Gorgeous? So it's quite unusual for Heartfelt to sort of incorporate more than one flower. So
Yes.
normally we've had the sunflower collection, we've had the camellia collection, we've had the carnation collection, and it's all focused on one flower. But with the floral banners, we are incorporating, I think it's 4 different flowers. So we've got roses in here, we've got the peonies in here, we've got the sunflowers in here, and we've also got the clematis in here as well. So in the paper pad, as always, you're getting 12 designs, 24 of each. So already on this one here, you can see you've got ready to go cards. These are so easy to use, Janice. They really, really are. And not only have you got the sunflowers and the roses and the clematis, you've got a little butterfly in there.
Aww.
And I do believe we have, oh yes, we do, we have a little bumblebee, look. There,
Oh, that
there
is
he
gorgeous.
Look. Really sweet.
Now, these are great for your scrapbooking as well.
These
or making a 12 by 12 designs, put them in a frame, put them on the wall. Beautiful colours as well.
Absolutely
in here.
stunning.
Really
They're
like
kind of really sort of like soft hues, I would say, in this one. You know, you've got your peaches and your pinks and your soft sort of minty greens in here as well. But as I say, you've kind of covered. So this is a great collection, I think. If you're just starting out in Heartfelt, and you haven't maybe got all of the paper collections, because you've kind of covered so many in here. I'm looking at this and I'm thinking weddings. Already I'm thinking, okay, we might be in November, but we could have winter weddings. But you know, how gorgeous is that? The soft sort of colours.
Is that a heart down the bottom as well?
That is a heart.
Isn't that lovely?
Well
my nephew
spotted.
gets married in 17 days' time. So
In 17,
weddings,
winter weddings. There's nothing wrong with winter weddings. I did actually get married Christmas Eve.
Did you?
Many moons ago, I think it was 26, 27 years ago.
Oh, Christmas Eve, 3 wise men.
Christmas Eve, but it was
Not that
beautiful.
you got married to 3 wise men, I mean, I don't know.
No, I didn't. So this is where it gets exciting, okay? So I am going to take the heart die, okay? So you've got the stamp.
Yep.
But then you take this heart die, and it's going to fit absolutely perfectly over your image, if I can get it right. There we go. So that's going to fit perfectly over there. And then you've also got this very strange looking, sort of like a, I don't know, a sea urchin kind of thing.
A sea urchin?
Oh, I don't know where that's come from. Do you not think it looks like a bit like a, I don't know.
Yeah, it does. It looks like a puffer fish.
It does.
Yes,
There
it
we
does.
go.
You're right. We'll give you that one.
So you can then create your banner, and you're going to be able to cut these out of your papers. You've got them in the pink, you've got them in the peaches, then you've got the straight rose there, which is
I need to interrupt
this
you.
one.
I do beg your pardon, our Nikki. Are we approaching, or are we at? We are approaching 20%
Wow.
of the stock gone in 8 minutes of this worldwide launch for your Heartfelt Creations floral banners. I want it all. And you can have it all. And you can have it when you want, because we're sending it out instantly, which is brilliant. I love that. And we will divide the cost for you. There's no credit card forms to fill in. You don't get a credit card or anything like that. It's just 2 monthly payments, interest-free. It's a great way to buy from us. And remember, you can't get it anywhere else. And that is why we're so super busy. Do check out your baskets. Make sure you get what you want. And if you want to go for extra paper pads, I'd definitely get one of those into your basket before you check out. Remember, you can divide the cost of that into 2 if you want an extra one. Sorry, back to you.
That's fine, because we have to get those important things out. We don't want people to miss out on this. As I say, they are so easy to use, because you can have it without the banner in the centre, or then you can cut that out as well. So we've got lots of different options in here. So let me just flip through this paper pad. a bit quicker. We've got the sunflowers in here, the clematis in here.
Now that clematis is lovely, isn't it?
Gorgeous?
Yeah, it really is.
What I love about this one is the fact, I know I said I was going to get on and, but as I've got it here, you've got this part of the die that is going to cut out the kind of the edge of the clematis, but then you've got this part that you could use in there as well, which is going to basically cut that into two, but it keeps it together, so you've still got your banner, but then you can cut that at the sides here, and I'll show you different techniques now, as Nikki, we go through.
I've got a question. So people watching at home thinking this is brilliant. We can not only stamp them and cut them out and use them as many times as we like, colour them how we like. We've already got them printed, so we can use the dies to cut them out, which is very clever from Heartfelt Creations. But instantly, I'm seeing a 12 by 12 piece of paper, and I'm thinking, how am I going to get that through my die cutting machine? What would you suggest?
When we're die cutting, what you would want to do is you would want to take all your images, and I'm not going to do it, but you'd get your scissors, chop along, chop, all the way, and just chop them out individually, and you're ready to put them through.
I'm always aware we've got new people joining us, and perhaps
that's fine.
A die cutting machine, so it's always good to let those people know.
Also in the paper pad, you have got your 6x6s. You've got your 6x4s in there as well, and then you've also got some tags down here as well, so you can stamp your sentiments on these and layer them up within those sentiments. As I say, Heartfelt have thought of everything in this. So pretty, so bright, and as I say, you've got 4 different sort of florals covered in here as well, but you have also got, as you can see there, look, you've got your nice brights there as well.
Oh, they're lovely.
Just to add that sort of pop of colour on your card. And then finally, you've got all your tags at the back as well, so you can incorporate them in your gift making, in your card making. As I say, what we'll do with the demos is we will make cards and that with them, but I want to show you different sort of techniques and different ways that we can use those dies and how they stamp.
I like the sound of that. I just want to show you this sample here because, yes, you can stamp out those images and banners and then cut them out, so you can use your own techniques. But if you wanted to just start off using the paper pad, something like this you can make. Isn't that lovely with the sunflower? Love that.
It works so well with all those heartfelt dies that we've all got as well.
And I'm sure lots of you have got lots and lots and lots and lots of sentiments at home that you can use within those banners. Fabulous. $89.93, but remember, we'll divide that cost into 2 payments, and it's immediate dispatch. No waiting for this one. Over 20% of the stock gone already. I knew we'd be busy. I saw your comments on Facebook all getting ready to get this into your basket once we launched at 6 o'clock. A one-day special. It's a 24-hour deal. It's supposed to last all the way through until 6 p.m. tomorrow night. I don't think this is going to happen that way. Do remember, we've got another live show at 8 o'clock. People buy in between the shows. I'm not pressurising you, but if you have just joined us, perhaps you've not seen the craft store before, we are 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, which means these shows go on repeat overnight, and people come in at all kinds of different times from their shift working in Europe and America as well. Yes, people do buy from us. This is an American company, but we're launching here. It's not even available over there yet, so people will be buying from all over the Oki, as my mum used to say. So it's a good idea to get it into your baskets to make sure you secure your collection, as it's a worldwide launch. When is it going to be available elsewhere, Nikki?
The 10th of November, which I think is that a week this Wednesday, isn't it?
So the great thing
9
is,
days.
because it's immediate, you'll get it before it's even released anywhere else. So you could make your makes, put them on Facebook, put them onto the different social media sites, and you will be the first in the world. Here's the thing. Here's a bit of a challenge. Who will be the first person in the world to use their heartfelt creation and get a picture of it out there on the socials? Oh, I've just got goosebumps. Ooh. Who's going to be the first person? I know you've done some samples, but
I have done some samples, but
you don't count.
I don't count on this one.
You don't count on this one. No. So, and I'm not going to count. I might have a cheeky play, but I'm not going to count. So, who's going to be the first? Isn't that exciting? Right. Get it in your basket and do check on out. Right, what we're going to have a look at.
Right, so we're going to do the Clematis, and I'm going to go with this one, I think. So this particular Clematis stamp, they're a really nice size as well, aren't they? And these are going to be, not going to fit on that one, is it? I don't know how I managed to get that size wrong. Hang on.
Is your stamp too big for the paper?
Well, it is. And now, there it is. Sorry.
That's all right, Nikki. Are you going to cut a bit down?
I'm going to cut a bit down.
Okie dokie. Let me just give you the details again for the Essentials collection, because that is available to you as well. And if your budget doesn't quite fit the full collection, or your choice, you decide, maybe you just want to go for the Essentials with your elegant rose banner and the die with the paper pad, it's $46.97. You're saving £5 on that deal. Take that saving over to that full collection and get that saving to £30 on your one-day special, 375249. Now, if you just want a paper pad, lots of you going for this one actually. Remember, worldwide launch, not available anywhere else. So if you just want the paper pad, maybe you just want to go for that, make and create a design and be the first one in the world to put those pictures out on the social networks. That's just $17.99. So when you see your post person coming to deliver this, you've got to shout out the window, run, run, for the life of me, run. So that they get it to your door, you unpack it, you start creating, you get a picture and you get it out on there first, because we want to see who does that. How exciting is that going to be? Don't make your post person run in case they, you know, they might panic. Don't do that. But it's always good fun, isn't it? Run, run for the life of me. Run. No, don't do that. Let's go to Nikki.
Right, so first of all, what you need to do is make sure you've got a big enough piece of card to actually stamp your image onto. So I am actually using the Stamp Perfect, because these are quite sort of like large stamps, and I just find it a lot easier to stamp with these. Now, when I've done my stamping, I've either used the Archival Olive or I've gone for Archival Jet Black. So it's completely up to you what you want to go for. You could even stamp them in pink if you wanted, purple, whatever colour you like.
If I was to use the black that you're using now, and then I want to go for a lighter colour in another project and I want to go for pink, do I need to clean the stamp in between?
Yes, you do. Yeah, definitely. But these, there's so many different techniques that I want to get through over the next 24 hours, and I've probably picked up my wrong stamp, because I'm thinking that should be darker black, and I think this is probably about 10 years old. So
what, your ink stamp?
My ink pad.
Let's see.
Yeah, so it's not very inky.
Press harder, so Nikki, press harder.
Let's put more effort into it. So that's all it is. It's because my ink pad is quite old. I think it's probably one of the very first archival inks I actually brought. I'm not 100% sure.
Still use it though when it's old.
But you can
press harder.
And look. But that's the good thing about actually using the Stamp Perfect, because you can keep going in. But you could actually add lots of different colours to it. So you could use your daubers, and let's pop it on the other side. And I'm just going to clean that stamp up a bit.
Okay. What are you cleaning it with?
That's just
like a wet wipe and stuff?
Yeah, it's like a baby wipe, but I reuse them. But I don't have any tissue now, and I'm going to use my... because normally I would just.
Do you want some paper tissue? We can
if we have Nikki. Got some for maybe the next demo would be great.
Yeah.
So what you can do is you could use your dauber, and you could go in with various different colours. Now, the reason I like to use my daubers with this is because you get more precision with it. Okay, but you do have to sort of like be pretty quick so it doesn't dry out. But you can always go back in. So we'll only do half of it.
Yeah.
Just to show you what we can do.
Now, we do have the daubers on the show. You'll be able to find them on the website, and that gives you the chance to pop those into your basket and get hold of those, which is a great way of being able to do all of your...
And the thing is with this technique as well, Janice, is the fact it doesn't matter if you go over it, because it's still going to give you a really good look. So I've only done half of the stamp. Just wanted to show you what else you can do. See how that's building that up already?
Yeah,
so we can go back in there with that pink.
Okay.
And just ink that up again. I could actually probably use some yellow in there if I wanted, add a few more colours in there.
I like this way of stamping because it, like you say, Nikki, it gives you all of those different colours. It makes it interesting as well.
It does, yeah. And the thing is, if you didn't want to colour it in, you've got your colour down there, haven't you? You could use your embossing powders. I've got some beautiful colours here, the Wow embossing powders. that you could emboss them with as well. As I say, there's so many techniques and things that I want to show you over the next 24 hours. But can you see how you can get a really nice technique there?
Yeah,
just
love
by
that.
using your daubers and some different coloured inks.
I don't know if we can. Do you want to show that camera number 1? Yeah.
There we go.
Camera number 1.
I've only done half of that. But you know, you can actually make a border as well. You don't have to use the dies.
Yeah.
You can just use your stamps, but you could create, especially when you're using your Stamp Perfect, you can, or any other stamp platform. It can be any platform that you've got, but you could actually do a border.
Yeah, that would look gorgeous. Wouldn't that look lovely? We're getting busier and busier and busier. Almost a quarter of the stock has gone, and we're only 20 minutes into the first live hour, and nearly a quarter of the stock has gone. I think you've all come running towards us, which is absolutely fantastic. We're dealing with your calls. You're checking out onto the website. This is a worldwide launch. It's not available anywhere else, so don't even look for it anywhere else. It's only here, and we're immediately dispatching this out to you. 2 payments of £44.97 gets you your whole creation and collection of stamps and dies, and that beautiful paper pad as well. That's saving of £25. But if you have a look at your essentials, you're saving £5 on that, and if you carry that over, kind of makes you saving £30 on that complete collection. You're absolutely loving it, and we're so happy that you are. Always pleased to give you the best value for money and of course expediency when it comes to getting it out to you. Right, back to Nikki.
Right, so you've got 3 dies within this one. So you've got your outer edge, then you've got your decorative part, and then you've got the part where you're going to be able to cut that banner out. So I'm going to go in with the outer edge first and just line that up. Really easy. Heartfelt dies are so easy to use because they're just a smidgen bigger than the actual stamped image. So you can just about see where the outline is. If I just lift that up, and you're not going to lose any of that image at all.
Yeah,
can you see how perfect that fits over there?
Will it leave like a white line
a
around it?
A smidgen.
Ooh,
I just
like
say a tiny little smidgen.
I like that.
But what I love about it is you can keep the banner in, or you can cut it out. It's completely up to you. Okay, so I'm just going to take that through so you can actually see how intricate the dies actually do cut out. So if you was to use the outer edge, which is this one here, you can kind of like get a shadow behind it.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Okay, so, and it, as I say, it fits perfectly. You can see, you just get that nice shadow behind it. So you can sort of layer it up, but just look at that.
And is that how we would use the back die then, just to actually have a background?
Yes, have a background on it. So I haven't got a background on this one that I've created.
Yeah.
But can you see how? There we go.
You would fit. Yeah, you would cut out the back. There. Got you.
And it's nice because you could use some gold mirror card. You could use some silver. Completely up to you how you layer that up. But what I've done on this one is I've actually cut out the banner again, and then I've layered it up so it's sort of like doubled it up. Well, actually I didn't. I'll tell you what I did do. I did that, and then I thought, do you know what, I'm going to layer that up, and it actually just fits on there like that.
Do you know what, without the banner,
but you can cut that up. You've got a border.
Yeah, but also that would look really nice on the top of like a box. You could make a little money box.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then you could, and then like a little opening, like a little letterbox.
For notes.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
Yeah, put your little notes in there.
Notelets. So easy ways of colouring them, and to be honest, I've tended to use a lot of my watercoloured pens for mine, but you can really easily just go in with your daubers. So again, get your colour on your dauber.
Remember those daubers, you can find them on the website or the bottom of the screen now. Excellent. These are really handy. They're $13.99. You get 12 included. What's great about these, they do stack. So they will sit on your crafting counters like so, but you can just take one off, place it on your finger, and you've got those 3 points then to get that precision in there, or to actually use them to start blending. Looks like a little spaceman, doesn't it? Hello. You've got 12 in total, £13.99 if you want to go for those. It really is excellent value for money, and you'll see our Nikki using them throughout the demonstrations, and it does get you that precision, doesn't it, Nikki?
It does, yeah, because you've got like the domed sort of like part there. If you can see there, that's really the only part that I want to use. So I just go in with my ink, and then I'm just going to flick that colour on, and I can see exactly where I'm going in. Okay, and then you can go in.
I've made a little man in my finger daubers, you can see. One small step for a person kind. Oh, sorry.
Oh
yeah.
dear.
You could use them like that, or you could use them how Nikki's using them.
But you could actually, as I say, there's so many different ways you can use them, but I always tend to use just one at a time like that. But you can stack them up. You can use them more as a pen. You could go in like this, but I find that I get more control just using one at a time. And then I'm going to go in with some pink. So I've already got a little bit of pink on here. I've got a bit of black on there as well from when we just inked that Stampo. And just get some colour in there. You don't have to spend hours colouring.
And if you want some inspiration, you've got the paper pad that you can get your inspiration from for colouring. So before you cut them out and use the ones that are in the paper pad, just have them as a reference so you can have a look at them, and then you can use the same colours, because sometimes it's like, well, I'm not quite sure how to colour them in. You've got the references there in your paper pad for your stamps, so you could use that and those colours, and then when you get a little bit more confident, you can use your own colours, and they don't really have to be colours that match flowers. It could be any colours you like, because you've got those fabulous shapes that are stamped out and cut, so that's going to be down to you, but at least you've got that paper pad to take a little bit of inspiration in the first place.
So I've literally just used daubers for that one to pop my colour in. This one that I coloured at home, I use my pen, so you know, it's completely up to you. Just wanted to give you sort of like some different ways. So you could stamp it and die cut it out, keeping that banner in. You could do it with the banner cut out.
I like that.
You could cut this up and create a border with it.
Remember, it could go around a jam jar?
A jam jar, yeah. I can't bend this one round because I've actually got some foam tape on there.
Yeah.
And then I've cut out a sentiment that is going to go and sit on there. But then I've also cut out the other Clematis, and with this one, what I want to do is, because I am actually going to use this as a border, not a actual...
I'm just looking at that plant pot actually that you've got on the counter. If you're giving somebody a Christmas present, you could actually put a little plant in there, and you can use the border to go around that. That'd be nice.
You could,
your plant pot.
yeah. As I say, they're so easy just to snip away, look. So I just snipped away the edges, and I've now got a Clematis border.
Oh, that is lovely.
Okay,
yeah,
so you've got two different Clematis in this actual collection.
Now you do get an inspiration card with the one day special, and this is lovely because if this is your first time you're going for anything like this and you're thinking, what do I do, how do I make it? Well, here's your inspiration. You've got all the information on the back, you've got the papers, the dies and the stamps, and that could be your very first card that you make, which is lovely, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous, all built up with those flowers protruding from the card, but look absolutely stunning. So you do get that included. I think that's a great idea, don't you, Nikki?
It does, and do you know, I've been crafting for years, and when I get my collection, I have all these ideas buzzing around.
Yep.
And then I get everything sat down. I do my stamping, I do my die cutting. You know, I do a lot of batch stamping and die cutting.
Yep.
Then I just sit there and think, oh, not really sure what to do now. My mind sort of goes blank then, because I had so many ideas flying around in my head. I sort of think, right, do I make a shaker card with it? Do I use my octagonal? And then I'm thinking, right, what do I do? But when you've got something like that, that's going to get your inspiration going straight away.
Your mojo in, doesn't it?
Gets that mojo going, definitely.
Yeah, we like that. A quarter of the stock, though, has gone of your one day special, including that inspiration sheet. By the way, it all comes in this lovely bag as well. So if you want to, you can keep it in there. But if you were gifting this, it's just a really nice way of packaging that up as a gift, which I think is fabulous, don't you? It's gorgeous. Right, busy for your one day special. If you have just joined us, it's great to have your company. This is a worldwide launch, not just a TV launch, it's a worldwide launch. You can't get your one day special anywhere else. This is the very first time that you're seeing it. We were privileged here at the craft store to see it before you guys, before we went to air. So we're really happy to share it with you now, to open up the doors and allow you to come on in and grab it whilst we've got it. And it's on immediate dispatch as well, which is great news. So we want to see who's going to get it first, who's going to make first, and who's going to get a picture on the social networks first as well, before anyone else in the world. How about that?
Apart from the design team, we have to mention the design team.
And the design team have done a marvellous job, and they've given us lots of inspiration here in the studio and for you guys at home. It's always lovely to see, and they have worked incredibly hard. But of course, they got their collections before it went to sale, and it is only just gone to sale at 6 p.m. tonight, but a quarter of the stock of your one day special has gone. So well done, you've got in before everyone else. And it is a deal that's supposed to last 24 hours, but with a quarter of the stock gone in half an hour, I don't think it will. I don't think it will. So grab it while you can, and also it's divisible into 2 payments. It makes it affordable for you. You can budget your money. It's interest-free payments, and if you're a Freedom member, there's no P&P to pay. 375249. Can we sell to people in the States with this? People in America?
Yes, worldwide.
Perfect, yeah. So
Europe,
many of our members in America are Freedom members. Many of our customers, sorry, are Freedom members, so there won't be any P&P. How cool is that? That is really cool.
That is cool.
Worldwide launch. You can get it from us here. It's immediate dispatch. There's no P&P to pay if you are a Freedom member, which we know the majority of our customers in America are. It kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Right, back to you, Nikki.
Right, so I've mat and layered. I've already added some pearls, and then I've also added a couple of decorative dies there. That's to give me my base. And then my banner is going to go in the centre. Now, to lift the banner up, what I actually did was I've layered my foam tape up twice, look. Okay, so I've layered it up just to give me a little bit more depth on there. And then I'm going to go in with this one, but I'm going to add one more piece. So I'm going crazy with the foam tape, but it makes all the difference. It just helps layer that up. So just a little bit in the middle is going to be enough for that now to lift up over there, like that. Okay. And there you have, I mean, that's just pretty on its own, but what I did was I cut that other banner up here. So I'm just going to take my flower shaping mat and my flower shaping tool, just add a little bit of dimension, just a tiny bit, maybe on the petals there as well, a little bit on that bud. And the same with this one. So you can see just a tiny bit kind of just makes all the difference. It's just going to lift that off the page.
Nikki, would you suggest spritzing it with water?
You can spritz with water, yeah. If you're going to spritz with water and you're using your watercolour pens, just be careful. I'd probably spritz on the other side.
Yeah, good idea.
So it doesn't bleed. But yes, you can spritz.
Now, do we have the tools on the show that you were using there?
We do.
I do believe we are. We have, sorry. These are great, again, I say gift for Christmas, but they're a great gift for yourself. You've probably seen Nikki many times creating these marvellous displays of flowers on her cards. Really are incredible. Nikki used to be a florist, so she knows what it's like to build and create flowers. So the actual flower shaping kit, you get 10 interchangeable tips. There you go. £29.99 if you want to go for that. 819737 is your item number, and that's for the deluxe flower shaping kit. So you get your pad to work on, and then you get the different 10 interchangeable tips. 819737 is your item number for that, which I think is a great tool set, and you can do lots of different shapes and techniques with that.
You can. I would never ever be without mine.
Really?
Mine is out all of the time, and I just use it, even if it's just to put a little bit of dimension and I'm not actually creating flowers. you know, I use it for creating dimension on my little birds, on car wheels. Not obviously real car wheels.
No, of course not.
But ones that I've stamped and die cut. So I'm putting these to the edge, but on the opposite edge. So I've got my gap here and my gap there, and I put that in the wrong place. It's supposed to be there.
That's better.
There we go. There we go. And then what I want to do is I've got a few of my clematis that I'm just going to add a few clusters of those clematis from the, this is from the Climbing Clematis collection that we launched a few months back. And I say a few months back because I have no idea where the year has gone, and I've got a feeling it was maybe at the beginning of the year, but I'm not 100% sure. But you can just see how that's really just finishes that off. You've got that. You can add glitter to add some sort of glitz to it, but just look at that one. And that's just using the Clematis stamp.
That is amazing. I love that. And again, I love the colours that have been used. Absolutely lovely. Now, if you're going for your stamps and you want somewhere to keep them, we do have a binder. Yeah, this is brilliant and always proves to be popular because it looks fantastic on your shelf. You can turn it to the side there. You can see you've got that lovely design of Heartfelt on there. You can open it up and you can store your stamps on the actual sheets that you get. Do you get any sheets inside there? Is it, yes, you get.
You don't. No.
You don't. So
no.
The stamps and the inserts are sold differently. We do have some available to you, but this gets you your ring binder to put them in. It's only $12.99. It's a great price. It really, really is. And it looks fantastic when it's on the shelf, and they look great if you go for more than one as well. So we do have the inserts available for you, and you can find those on the website. We've got them on the show. I think we're going to get a shot of them now in the back. We're not going to get a shot of them. We're going to get a shot of them. And you can see them there. And we'll bring up the details on the screen. We'll bring up the details in a moment. Still continuing to look at that lovely. This is your stamp and die storage, $12.99. And you've got your stamp storage and you've got your magnetic sheets as well in there for your dies, which is perfect, isn't it? That is absolutely perfect to go alongside your storage. So what you saw there on the screen was actually definitely these, your die and your magnetic storage panel. Only $12.99, so if you want to add that to your binder, then that's going to be just under £26. Yeah, £26, $12.99, $12.99. So that's a great little deal. Just keeps everything really nice and neat and secure. Right, back to your one-day special. If you have just joined us, it's great to have your company, but guess what? Over a quarter of the stock has gone of the worldwide launch. Not seen anywhere else, not available anywhere else. So it's a worldwide launch, but it's launched here and it's staying here. It's not available anywhere else in the world until the 10th of November, which is over a week away. You can be the first people to get hold of your kits, to open the box, it's on immediate dispatch, and start crafting and sharing before anyone else in the world, apart from everyone else that's gone for it here on the show, because a quarter of the stock has gone. 375249 is your item number. It's available on FlexiBuy, which means we can divide the cost into two for you, and it gives you a chance to just pay half today, but get everything sent out in the post, saving £25. Right, let's take a look at what you're getting. First of all, you've got your stamps, and then you've got your corresponding dies as well. You've got your peony and your sunflower stamp. Now, they're great size stamps. Let me turn that the right way for you. So it's a really good size stamp. You can use that on its own if you want to. Absolutely fine. You don't have to cut it out. It could be the centre part to your project. But you've got your corresponding dies there that will cut it out for you. So that's your first one, which are a beautiful design with your sunflowers. Here we go. No, I don't have one here. Then you've got your climbing clematis, or vining clematis, which is similar to the climbing. Again, beautiful floral designs in here, and you've got your dies to cut them out as well. So you can cut out the back, and you can also cut out the detail. And then we have your elegant rose. There you go. So a beautiful design with the roses. Again, you can colour those yellow or red or pink or white, any colour really for your roses, and you've got your corresponding dies as well. You also get the paper pad. Now the paper pad is fantastic. It's a 12 by 12 paper pad and it's double-sided as well. So there are, let me take that cover off, you've got 24 elements or 24 different sheets in there. Or 24 sheets, sorry. You've got 1, 2 of the same design and they're double-sided as well. So you've got lots of toppers in there to use, you've got backgrounds to use with gorgeous elements on. We went through this with Nikki at the top of the show, but that's just to give you a little taster. You've also got, which I find absolutely brilliant and so helpful, you've got some great tags in the back, so if you are making presents you've got those to cut out, but you also have, let me get to one of the designs in here, there you go, let me just take that off to show you. You've got the designs already there, so all you have to do is use your dies, but this will also give you inspiration, so you can take your dies, place them on here, and then you can just cut them out, which is brilliant. It's a great way to start. You've also got your inspiration as well, so that comes included. You've got your instructions there, and you can follow those instructions with your paper pad, and you can make and create a beautiful card. This could be the first card you ever make. How exciting is that? And you just follow all the instructions. The instructions are on there. I'll just lift this up and turn it around so you can see. You've got all of your instructions on there to make that fabulous card. 375249 is your item number, and 30% of the stock has gone in 41 minutes, and it all comes in that lovely see-through bag. 375249 is your item number. Let's head back to Nikki. Nikki is guesting our shows. I think this is going to sell out before we get to 6 o'clock tomorrow. Just a little bit. It is. Just a little bit. Right, Nikki, what we're going to have a look at?
Right, so we're going to use the peony.
Okay.
On this one. So this is the one where you're going to get the peony and the sunflower. So I've already gone ahead and stamped it. And with this one, I'm just going to add my colour down on my flowers with my watercoloured pens. So these are the Zig pens, and I am sure we have these on the website. It's, to be honest, one of the go-to pens that I think most of the Heartfelt design teams use as well. We all kind of have our favourites, but I think most of us are using the Zig pens at the minute. But they are really easy to colour. You know, you don't have to spend hours colouring, but it just gives you that really nice kind of sort of like soft look there. Yeah. So I've used 2 different shades of pink, gone in quite vivid actually, because what I did was the same sort of technique as I do when I'm using the dauber. So I put the paler colour down first, and that's going to put my pale sort of base layer down, and then I just go in with that dark colour, but I'm going in with the flicks, and the reason I'm doing flicks is because basically that's what the artist has done. So I'm just basically copying what the artist has done, but not really gone where her lines have gone or his lines have gone. But you can see then I've just blended that in.
It's a lovely design. I'm just looking at that peony as well. I mean, there's nothing stopping you. And bear with me with this. You could turn it into cabbages. You know, for somebody doing gardening, their allotment, maybe giving seeds to somebody for Christmas, or maybe you're organising your allotment, for example. You could colour them in greens. They could be your spring cabbages.
But how about giving some seeds for Christmas and then doing your own packets, as in putting them in like envelopes?
I know,
sort of like
that's what I've just said. It's a great idea.
Is that what you said? No, you said cabbages. You were talking cabbages.
Seeds for cabbages?
Oh, any seeds.
Any
but
seeds.
It could, I'm thinking sunflower seeds.
Yeah.
I
think it could be peony seeds.
Yeah, it could be. It could be. We know peony flowers. You know, we give flowers, bunches of flowers.
We do.
You could use this as the banner to go
like a gift card, and then on the back say "I love you."
You could.
You could.
You could. Yes. So moving on. So I've now gone ahead and cut that banner out.
Yep.
So I've used the outer edge. So with this one, you've got your 2 dies.
Okay.
And then I've cut out the centre as well.
Can we see how the back die works? Because does that give you a background then?
Yes, because what I've done with this one, so you've only got the 2 with this one, so you haven't got the one that cuts it out all intricately like we did with the Clematis.
Yep.
But what you have got is you can cut just a block out,
right,
which I've done here. I've stamped on it.
Yep.
And then what I'm going to do is take this, I've put a few foam pads on, and then that is going to sit over.
I see.
You see? And then you get a different effect.
I like that.
Okay.
So lots of different techniques.
But then
that
I've
you can put together.
also cut it out again in silver.
Ooh.
And I'm going to cut it in half along where that banner is in the centre.
Do you know what that reminds me of? That actual shape. It looks like a silhouette of a crowd at a concert.
Yes, it does,
Yeah.
doesn't it? Yeah, with all the hands
fun.
up and
Yay.
yeah. Oh, I can see that. Oh, yeah. Look,
Yeah.
I can even see. Yeah,
Yeah.
Look
Punch in the air because
Yeah.
it's so happy to be there.
So what I've done with this one is then I'm going to do, just make sure I get it the right way round. Okay, which is the right way round, and then I'm just going to add a little bit of glue on the back, and then I'm going to pop these down, turn it back over so I can see what I'm doing, and I put that the wrong side. It's that way. There we go. And just shadow that, and it just makes that banner pop.
That is lovely.
So at the back,
yeah,
that's what it looks like, but from the
Great
front,
idea.
you've just got that shadow.
Now, do you know when we were talking about bunches of flowers and using it as a card? How about sticking like a little pole on the, not a pole, like
oh,
a
I know,
stick.
like a lollipop stick.
Yeah,
or
and sticking
a
it in the
skewer.
flowers so it sticks out at the top of the flowers. That would be a really nice idea. And
That'd
if
be
you've got
a
a
great
business,
idea.
like if you are a florist, could we use these
Yes,
for business? Could we use
absolutely.
these to sell?
It's actually just given me a really good idea.
Has it?
It has,
Well, there
yes.
you go.
So
there you go. I love that. It is a lovely idea to make and create little tags and cards.
But you could actually make a little notelet out of these as well.
Yes, yeah.
Because you have got that outer edge, so you know that you can create that. So what I've done is I actually stamped and coloured two, but then I've only taken the bottom half,
Yes.
okay, or the top half, as on that. So I've taken that, and then I should have. I thought I had some silver somewhere, but I haven't. Got my card, right, so we'll just go ahead and put the card together. So this is going to be an easel card.
Yep.
On this one, so I've already created my shaped easel card, and this is one of the majestic dies that we launched, I think it was early last year. So I've cut out another one, so I've made my base card, just glue that down that bottom half and pop that on, and that's now given me my easel.
Okay.
Okay, and then I've cut another one in pink from the paper pad. You can see there you've got the tags on the back, double-sided, 2 of each, so don't be scared to use it. Or like we said earlier, go for a second paper pad, because it's always the paper pad that goes out of stock before anything from Heartfelt.
Is
and
it?
we never know when we're actually, because they obviously all, get so many made.
Yes, yeah.
So we never really know when they're going to be printed again.
Got you.
Or
Because
if they're
they
even
print
going
them in
to print.
one go, and they
Yes.
print as many as they can. But of course, when they're gone, it's a case of going back to the printer. It might not happen. So if you do want to go for an extra paper pad, it's a great deal at $17.99, and when you're dividing the cost over 2 months, it doesn't really top it up too much. So you could just add £8 to your one-day special on top of that $44.97, and that will get you another paper pad. And it's something worth thinking about. So when it gets delivered to your door, remember this is on direct dispatch. You've got an extra paper pad to work with, or it could be a great gift. You know, crafters love to receive paper pads. You don't have to go for the whole complete collection as a gift for somebody. You can keep that for yourself, but you can go for an extra paper pad, and it's a really nice gift as well to get somebody.
So I'm just layering this up using that the Heartfelt silver mirror card that I do believe we do have on the website in the brand section.
Okay, we'll have a look.
Heartfelt is. So I've now created my easel.
Lovely.
And then I'm going to come back in. I've cut another one of that decorative majestic die, but just cut off the end. So this is now going to follow through. It just sort of like brings that mirror card down, and this is actually as well going to be like my stopper. So I put that sort of like halfway across. Lovely. Then I've got that half of the peony, peony banner. So that is going to go there, and I've cut that straight across that banner there.
Now we've got 7 minutes left on the show. Nikki will be back at 8 o'clock tonight.
I'm going to, if I just try and do it front ways for you, and then we can see what we're doing. So I know I use a lot of...
I was going to say you use a lot of foam pads.
I do.
Do you like to bring things out?
I do. I think it's worth doing because you don't get that in the shop, do we?
No, you're right.
And you look at that from the side.
Yeah.
It's got so much dimension on there now, layered up, and it just brings it to life a little bit. And then just to finish off, so can you see that bottom banner there? Look?
Yep.
Okay. Just to finish that off, just decorate it up with, and I will only just put a few on because I know we haven't got too long, some of those peony flowers, and we did have...
That's lovely.
Run out of glue. I think we did have these on a show, I think it was last month or the month before, not long ago. So you may have yours and you might be thinking, well, I haven't used mine yet. Well, now's your chance because they work so well. And you could bring some at the top if you wanted as well.
Yeah,
but
gorgeous.
To be honest, the banner's done the work for me.
Yeah, it makes that impact, doesn't it? Because you've got the design around there.
Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous. Right, let's show you a couple of samples and give you the details for the one-day special again. If you have just joined us, we are aware that people do come in a little later on the one-day special, but I've got news. It's been selling very, very well because 30% of the stock has gone. It's a worldwide launch. You can't find this anywhere else, and you're not going to be able to get it anywhere else all the way through until the 10th of November. But it's direct dispatch, so when you buy it today, we'll get it sorted out, we'll get it on its way to you, which is very, very exciting. Beautiful card designs that we've got here, and you can see the way that these come out from the card and the way that the banner really does bring out the detail in your sentiment. Sentiments, of course, could be anything of your choosing. I'm sure you've got lots of sentiments at home. It might even be that you're just writing something in there. The banner itself across the middle, well, it's straight across the middle, so it gives you lots of space in there to use your existing sentiments that you've got at home. And we do know that we do sell a lot here on the craft store from various different suppliers, so it gives you a chance to use them in this very, very special way. The paper pad that you're getting included as well means you don't have to stamp out to begin with. You could use the paper pad, use your dies, and you've got the opportunity there, of course, to build and create. 375249 is your item number, and that's your one-day special, saving £25, 2 pence at 44.97. Right, Nikki, we have got 4 minutes left.
4 minutes, right.
Can we give us some lovely little demo?
So let's do some embossing. We will use this one here, which I think is from the rose. Yes, it is. So we've got the roses here. So we're going to ink this up with my Versamark, that clear ink. It may come out a bit pink because it looks like it's got a little bit of pink on there, but you can see how sticky that is. Make sure I get plenty on there. And again, using the positioning, I can see that that is actually stamped perfect.
Okay.
Okay, so it is worth using this type of stamping platform. So what colour should we go for?
What colour
see,
have
I
we got?
could try and be clever.
You're going to do a mix?
I'm going to do a mix.
Okay.
I'm going to go over and sprinkle over where the leaves are. It might go over the flowers a little bit, but you know, I don't mind because I've got to tip this off now. Right, hang on. So I'm going to try and tip that off very quickly. There we go. And then on, there's a few leafy bits there.
Look at the detail that's coming out.
I know already, and I haven't even used the gun yet to, well, the heat gun, should I say, to pick that out. I think that's a leaf there. Okay. Okay, so it's gone a little bit on my flowers, but I'm not worried because now I'm going to go in. Oh, there is a leaf there that we missed a leaf, look. There we go, I can go straight in the tub. And then go in with, oh, the pink. And we can go really over because it doesn't matter. Again, if I've missed a bit of the leaves, it's going to pick up on the leaves as well. Okay. Normally I would have a bigger piece of card.
Have you got one?
There we go,
Lovely.
I've got one. Oh, look at that.
That
Just going to go
stunning.
in there a little bit more,
Yeah.
sprinkle a bit more there.
Got a minute and a half left to heat up your embossing powder. We are back at, well, I won't be back at 8 o'clock. It'll be our lovely Alex back at 8 o'clock tonight with Nikki to continue with demonstrations and the one-day special.
And then that's just taking now, look. Oh, look at that.
That is lovely. Look at the detail.
And you don't have to colour it then, you see.
No.
It's so pretty. And at the top there. How gorgeous is that?
Yeah, that is nice. I like that. I like the two colours you've used there. Seconds left of the show today. You can, of course, continue to buy after the hour. Look at that. Oh, that is lovely, Nikki. Matches your nails.
Oh, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I like a little bit of sparkle.
I know you do. Well, you're our little sparkle.
Oh, thank you.
You are. Nikki, you're back at 8 o'clock tonight.
I am, yes.
Excellent.
With Alex, I do believe.
Yes. Have a nice rest in between the shows. I know that'll be impossible because Nikki just stays in here crafting away because she just loves the design. Remember, we are over 30% of the stock gone, over 30% of the stock gone. It's a worldwide launch. I keep saying that because we're just so proud to have it here at the craft store. You can't get this anywhere else, and you won't be able to get it anywhere else for 10 days. So direct dispatch, get it into your basket, make sure you're the ones to get it first. Stay where you are though, because we've got more coming up after the break. Thanks.